There's a couple of studies out that say if you wear a mask, it decreases your immunity to COVID, and yet masks are back again in hospitals. Mask mandates are back. We talked about it a second ago. Even though the study came out from a couple different clinics that reviewed masks and said they don't work, hospitals, schools, and workplaces are bringing back mask mandates. And some of them brought them back and said, if you don't put the mask on, you're going to lose your job. A whole bunch of people sued. Then they said it was voluntary. Now,
see, there it is again, a local state government telling everyone they have to put something on their person.
It's actually the locales across the country, hospitals and workplaces and government agencies and so on. So in other words, if you work at a hospital and let's say you're a nurse and you're making really good money and you've been there for 25 years and you got a pension and everything, what do, man? You can't lose your job. You'll lose your pension. That's what a lot of people are worried about.
And right? that's exactly how they control police officers today, because they've been on the force for so long. Just another example of that. They've been on the force for so long, 20 years, 25 years, and they know the stuff that's happening is wrong, but they don't say anything or do anything because they don't want to lose their pension. Same thing in the hospitals. They've been there, these nurses, the doctors, they've been there all this time. Like, I'm getting ready to retire. I just want my pension to be left alone so I can go on, which is sad, absolutely sad. And I've said this too, really quick. Police officers, doctors, firemen, everyone who take an oath to uphold the law, when you get these tyrants to come and force you to go against the oath that you took, and if you don't do it, then they end up firing you. I've been saying this, Barry, if you've been on the force for 3 months, they should have to pay you 30 years pension. If you don't do an unlawful order. I'm not going to do the unlawful order. What, you're not doing it? You're fired. Okay. Me personally, I would make it to that person that just got fired would get a 30-year pension. That would stop that firing, getting them to do unlawful orders would stop immediately, Barry. Then people would just concentrate on their jobs because these tyrants wouldn't have anything over them any longer. I just have to throw that in there.